Gouketsu's really that guy, bitch. One of one. Big tough. I like bruv over your favorite fighter. Throughout this top 30, you may have noticed the constant references to Gouketsu, and that's not gonna stop for some time. This guy's left an impression on the series. People forget how hyped we were when we found out that Gouketsu had fought Orochi. It not only implied that he was not afraid of challenging him, but seeing the lengths Garou went to take on Orochi, it made it seem as if a fight between monster Gouketsu and overgrown Garou would be that thing, bitch. This is the same Garou that took on Darkshine and then evolved past him. There's a clear line of comparison amongst these three juggernauts. 4, as we should consider Phoenix Man's strength and durability in this conversation. But Gouketsu stands amongst the rest with his martial arts. Yes, his casual speed, power, agility, and dexterity put all of his peers into question. But channeling that martial might into a focused channel is the exact definition of martial arts. It's definitive that Gouketsu's martial art is superior to that of the Void Fist. If you want to chalk it up to the overwhelming difference in physical power, even up against Bakuzan's Dark Hell assassination art, it still stood unparalleled, deflecting all the attacks one-handed, looking away, casually bit. I need to emphasize that Gouketsu's greatest display of power, the Stadium Punch, was casual and nonchalant. He had put more effort into the fight against Suiryu than he did into this single attack, and he wasn't trying to kill Bakuzan. This shows the difference between him and all the rest. I'll say it again, just to be clear. Gouketsu's capable of several times more than what he just displayed, as we saw and heard in the Saitama fight. I consider this to be an EC scenario, but without the hype and buildup. Garou and Orochi spoke about Gouketsu in the same light as EC. The first exchange in the Saitama fight was so powerful that it cleared the clouds above them. Gouketsu didn't get one shot, though we don't know if all the sounds we heard were just Saitama getting smacked around either. Regardless, smacking Saitama isn't a small feat. To clarify what was going on in the fight, we even got a cover page of Gouketsu kicking at Saitama and him dodging. This makes me believe that Gouketsu was both hitting and missing Saitama. Then he probably pulled a beefcake, speed blitzed him, and then knocked him off like he did Deep Sea King. I use facts for my argument. Drawn depictions coupled with story context are king. I feel like this punch is more powerful than the Darkshine tackle that Garou couldn't defend against. We could argue that the pulverizing bazooka clash is a better feat than this display. We could also argue that the Brave Giant's giant fist strike delivered some real punishment to Phoenix Man. Much more than this punch would have, or that maybe even Gouketsu could take. What I would like to argue is that Gouketsu's martial arts would be most effective up against these top fighters like Darkshine and maybe even Vomited Fuhrer Ugly. And hear me when I say this, bitch. Golden Sperm versus Gouketsu would be cinematic. Top of IMDb's charts, bitch. Golden Sperm would have a tough time landing direct blows against Gouketsu's martial arts. But boy, does Golden look tough and strong. Silver Fang Bang and Bomb are the pinnacle of this conversation. They proved themselves up against an ever-evolving Garou who was mustering a perfected fist. They would be able to overcome Gouketsu's physical prowess. The extremes of the water stream was still enough to compare to the Godslayer fist itself.